Things have gotten very intense lately. There's been a lot of things going on. Massive earthquakes, big corona holes, a lot of solar activity. However, things have just escalated even more. We have even more solar activity. We have a G2 geomagnetic storm watch, and on top of that, we've been in and out of a G2 geomagnetic storm for the past 48 hours. We got more earthquakes amplifying. We got a lot of things going on and a lot of data to get into. So by all means, of course, let's get into this. You guys know it's the weekend, so there's definitely going to be some streams and whatnot. So definitely be tuning into those. We got a lot of things to get into. Now the Schumann resonance has also done a new form of spike. So it's obviously the typical vertical spike. However, green all the way going down, and of course with white, it's just an unusual kind of spike we don't normally see here. So we did get that throughout the day on April 3rd. It's April 4th. However, this was just a very unusual pattern. Overall, Schumann resonance activity has still been very minimal. There hasn't been too much energy on the Schumann resonance. It's been really quiet. Overall, looks like an amplitude 15. So that's just really about it. All the numbers are looking super duper calm, by the way. But that's that. We've been in and out of a geomagnetic storm, and if we just look at the data, look at it. We had just under a 7, a 6. I mean, we've been in it for a lot of hours now, in and out of a geomagnetic storm. KP's a 5. High solar winds were almost at 700 kilometers per second. We were in a moderate storm conditions. Now we got out. We've had a massive solar flare. Look at the solar flare activity. Is it going to load? By the way, tech has been super weird lately. There's been a lot of issues. There has been so many tech issues lately, and a lot of people have been acting quite weird lately. Well, by all means, look at all the C classes, and we've had 3 M's. Biggest one is an M7.55. Huge solar flare, let me tell you that. That was from Sunspot 4409. But yeah, look at all the C's. I mean, look at the past 24 hours. That has been insane. Huge. So kicking off April 4 with a massive M7.55. M7.55. An M7.5. Huge. That is a monstrous solar flare. Take a look at our sunspot regions. We're growing in size. We have a new region, 4411. This sunspot region, I told you guys about 4409 and 4405. This one really spread out, and it's growing. So pretty wild here. Let's take a look at them. So 4405 has 12 sunspots. I think the size is relatively the same. This size has not changed as much, 16 sunspots. That's where we got the M7.6. So pretty sizable. Not the biggest size, but it's really spread out. This is definitely a concerning sunspot region because of how fresh it is, and it's erupting, it's exploding for sure. And we just look at all the sunspots. They all look quite active. They all look like they're not that minimal. So here's where things get pretty wild, though. It's like we have a coronal hole on the bottom, right, the top, and the left. And it looks like we got a massive one forming here. Literally April 4, and we got 4 corners of coronal holes. This is wild. I mean, this is pretty crazy. I don't really see them 4 corners, but that's what we got going on over here. So we got big coronal holes. These are all 1, 2, 3 this big too. This one's forming. Something's building up over here. If you guys look, something's building up over here. So we could have a chaining coronal hole. That's going to be insane, by the way. This is where that sunspot had an eruption. I believe it was a CME. Let's see if it happened here. We don't get to see it here. But this image usually shows it. I might be a bit late. It's hard to see if there was an eruption, but I think there was. We don't know though. It's going to take some time because it just happened. But we do have a G2 geomagnetic storm watch. I think that's because of the M7, right? Or maybe the corona holes. I don't know. So yeah. So it looks like it's going on because of a CH, which is a coronal hole, coronal mass ejection. Okay. So it looks like it's a combination of many things here. Um, which is going to be pretty wild. So our magnetosphere is definitely going to get hammered. Now, largest earthquakes, believe it or not, 3 different locations. A 5.5 in Tajikistan, 5.8 in Afghanistan, and a 5.9 in Indonesia. This place has been getting hammered with earthquakes. They have not been left alone. Indonesia, I don't know what it feels like to get bombarded with a 7, a 6, and a bunch of 5s. Unbelievable. They are definitely getting. They're definitely getting hit with a bunch of earthquakes. It's pretty wild. So yeah, overall things are pretty wild. Things are intense right now. Um, Bunch of coronal holes. I mean, we have the northern one sending more solar wind here. We got a new one forming on the left, maybe multiple forming on the left. The one on the bottom could kind of rise up and send some solar winds. I don't know. There's a lot of coronal holes everywhere. A bunch of sunspot regions that are super active right now. You don't normally have this many coronal holes, like 4 of them, at least 4 solid coronal holes, and 11 sunspot regions. It's just crazy on an Earth facing direction. It's just wild. And I mean, all the earthquakes and everything, it's pretty wild here. We usually either have like a crazy sunspot region and maybe a coronal hole, but not 4. So this is pretty wild. A lot of things going on right now. And yeah, definitely tune into those live streams. I'd like to see you guys there. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you guys so much. Ground your energy. Take care of yourself. This is rest. This is well rest. I don't know about this fire of the horse. This year of the fire. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see any of it. I don't see the energy. I'm not seeing the motivation. It was there for a week and it's gone. It has been. Yeah, I don't know anymore. Yeah, it does not feel like the year of the horse. I kind of felt like it, and for about a week. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching.